scores to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they'll run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Mon now off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They go play action here. Mon. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more.
And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And some room to work. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, here's Mond. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Mond. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 26 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Mond. They're going for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. They start the drive with Cook. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mond's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Off the play fake, Mond. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Being chased out left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Mon going to throw it. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mon's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Mon looks to throw on first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL and teams.
And my